not be back next season.
I mean, look, Andy Cohen did say that. He said, I don't know how sustainable, I think were his exact words, this is. I agree. Look, I mean, and we'll have to get into it maybe next time because I don't know what time we started, but I think I don't know, we have time.
No, we have a few minutes, but
oh yeah, sorry. Well, it's either today or tomorrow we'll have to deal with the RHOC casting, just rumors that are going around. Look, I'm so torn on it. I believe that they stopped asking her. It's like, look, be careful what you wish for. Nobody wants somebody that poo-poos everything when they're there. We invited you back. You are making a paycheck. How you're getting paid as a friend, that's between you and your contract and Bravo. But there is a dollar figure that is going into your bank. So listen, like, I'm like a very serious person, like almost too serious. Like when it's work for me, which you and I will talk about our live show. I swear I would never do another live show again in my life. But you and I are hitting the road. I take it very seriously when I'm here. We all have off days, but for like when I do a live show, like it's work. So like if I was being paid to be there, like who cares if you want to be there? I don't think Meredith wants to get up and put on her glam and put on her stilettos at like 6 a.m. when there's a shoot. Like, so I do believe they stopped inviting her, and I'm so torn. I could see this being it for Mary. I could. She does add for me something, but look, I've always said this. The sum of the whole is greater than its parts. I never missed Bethany on Roni. I never missed LVP on that. I don't miss Rinna. Like I get over it and I move on to the next season, and I don't harp on what's not there. It's not that every season is then good, but it's just like, okay, we've moved on. So Salt Lake will be fine without Mary. We've lost way bigger fish.
My gut says she'll be back one more season in a friend capacity, because I think we've entered this era with Bravo and we've seen it, right? Where they don't want to rock the boat anymore. They did that with New York and it took them like 2 years to recover from that. So I don't know. I think if something is sort of working, they're going to bring everyone back, right? We've seen it with Potomac. Robin's come back. Giselle's come back.
Although we added someone.
We added.
Someone who has major problems with the professor. She was threatened by the professor, her family.
Anyway, I think she comes back one more season in a very limited, because I think she is a fan favorite. She's also quirky. She brings something.
And I think she gets I agree, but I think she also gets a speaking to. Like,
yeah, I do
giving
too.
you money, but you gotta do something, and this is your final warning. I agree with you.
Do we have time? Because since we've spent RHOBH a fair amount of time on that, what are your thoughts on this? There's a lot brewing, and I'm curious if you've heard anything from your insiders with Annmarie. So, Annmarie Wiley, who is new this season, introduced this past in some of these recent episodes. The rumor is now that they're thinking about demoting her because of Marcellus Wiley's sexual assault allegations. There's some rumor that she might even be edited in upcoming episodes out or less of because of what's going on. Bravo does not want to be associated with it in any way. What is your take? Like, I don't know. Do you think it's that big of a, okay, I say this, like, do you think it's a big deal for her? Obviously it is for him, but I mean, do you think it's impacting her as much as the rumors say, or no?
I just think it's the Jenny Nguyen effect. When Jenny was on Salt Lake and we found all these Facebook comments and tweets, and, we cried, that were racially insensitive in nature, and we let her go, and yet we have Jax back on the network and, Kristen. So I just think that it is so selective. I feel that if this were Kyle or Erica, or I mean, who else is there? I mean, that we can't lose at this point. Even Sutton, I think they would protect a Kyle, they would protect a Sutton and Erica, and it wouldn't be a big deal for the network. I think because we don't even know Annmarie, it's so easy, like with Jenny Ann, just to kind of get rid of her. Look, by the time everyone hears this, we will have had episode 7 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but we just had 6, and she made her debut, and she was supposed to be in the opening credits. She is a full-time housewife. She was not in the opening credits. There was no tagline. She recorded a tagline. Where was she? Why wasn't she in the opening credits? There she is. Now, again, you're hearing this the day after episode 7, so who knows? But that is the rumor, that they're trying really hard to decide. Look, if you want to get, it's like rip off the Band-Aid. If you think you have an issue with her, rip it off now. I think she made a good first introduction. One of our listeners slipped into my DMs, and I so agree with this, and I never would have seen it. They're like, she reminds me of Tanya Sam from a friend of from RHOA. And I'm like, oh my God, I totally see it. She has the same like speech almost. It's really strange. Someone said this to me, and I'm like, I see it. That's neither here nor there. I liked her. It's another ally for Kyle, it seems. I mean, she did speak up, and it seems like she was Team Kyle. We need someone else there who's Team Kyle besides the morally corrupt Faye Resnick. So, I mean, I don't know. I think this could, I think that they could, but don't give the network too much credit, because if this were Teresia or Kyle or Jizzy Jizz, they would sweep whatever the fuck it was under the rug. If there's a body count in Jizzy Jizz's backyard of that new house, they'll sweep it under the rug and say, just bury the body deeper, Jizz. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm really opinionated today. Shut the fuck up, David. You got some strong ones today. Since we're on Beverly Hills, we might as well just stay there for this episode. Mr. Kemsley is very upset with Miss Stracke. Ooh, PK has come out swinging. Now, let's not forget, this is the same PK who has decided to take time out of his life to first tell me to fuck off in a DM and then block me. Let's not forget that I'm blocked by PK. We have to do a show one day, blocked by. You've been blocked by let's do that.
Well, yes, by all my Welcome to Plathville people. Well, Ethan Plath, Tammy Slayton from Thousand Pound Sisters. That one
is Ethan the hot one.
No, Mike is the hot one that you want to get with. That's on Watch What Happens Live. Ethan, so I know. I'm very depressed. Because
well, I am blocked. I have 2 favorite shows, Dallas and Melrose Place. I am blocked by somebody from my favorite show that has ever existed. Thank you, Lisa Rinna. Whew. But PK has blocked me. So PK really is in the weeds. Mr. Kemsley is reading and seeing, but I mean, on the TV. So